guys, today I'm showing you my April makes. There's some pretty fun ones, so let's go. Good morning, friends. Welcome back. You might notice I have a new backdrop. It's coming along. My sewing studio is really almost done. All I need now is my custom drawers and countertop, work surface and all that, and then a little bit of shelving up in that cubby hole. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll leave the links below for other studio updates. But yeah, we just got the doors hung last weekend, so I am enjoying the privacy, and it's actually made my room feel bigger because I reorganized a little bit. Anyway, the reason we are here today is to share what I made in April. The list wasn't too long. I haven't really been in like a really big sewing mood, as I think a lot of you can relate to. So I have really just been focusing on staple wardrobe pieces or things that are necessary that I need to make, and then just a couple fun projects as well. So to start off with, I made my cousin, who is a nurse, this really cozy cardigan. I used the cozy cardigan pattern from Seen and Sewn Patterns. And I also made a woven version of this. So I just used the same pattern, but I sized up, and then there's some other adjustments. So it's not ready to like only wear it that way. I need to make a couple more adjustments in terms of like the sleeve and stuff, but it is pretty close, and I think it'll work for what I want once I make those little adjustments to the sleeves so that they're not so tight. Next, I made these two shirts for my kids, and these were kind of just something that was really weighing on me that I needed to make, and so the decal, so I did decide to just go ahead and make that. I made them two shirts, and they're the Anything But Basic shirt from Do It Better Yourself Club. These two are free patterns, so of course everything will be linked below, but free patterns is always good. And I think they actually have a ladies and a men's version as well that are also free. Okay, and then I also made this men's tee. This is the basic tee, I believe it's called, from Ellie & Mac. It's a size medium. It's for my husband. I plan to put a decal on here too, or a vinyl, which is why I made it. Yeah, and then I did a neckband finish on here for a video, which I will link below. It still needs to be hemmed on the sleeves and on the bottom because I'm terrible at that. I'll finish the construction and then I just don't want to change the thread in my cover stitch or whatever. So it just hangs here and doesn't get worn because it's not done. Likewise with this tank top that I made for myself. Give this video a thumbs up if you have watched Tiger King. I'm sure you have. And I just need to put white thread in my cover stitch and do all the binding and then the bottom hem. But it is the Key West tee from Key West tank top from New Horizons. First time I used it. I believe it's a free pattern as well. And I did size up quite a bit because I wanted like a baggier fit, and I wanted to make the tiger really big, and I didn't want it like tight across my bust. So I did size up. I think I made like a 2X, but then I took it in a ton on the side seams. So I don't know, I guess I should have just went with like a smaller size, like a large or a medium, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's gonna be like a main summertime shirt for me. And then I made 3 seamwork bow tops. So the first one I made was a muslin, which I'll just show you the picture here. And that one I made out of like this wool fabric, and it's super itchy, and I can't wear it. It's too itchy, but it was a muslin anyway, so I wasn't concerned about that. I made a size 8. It fits like ideally, I guess. I think I fell into like a size 14, I want to say, or maybe even 16 for my bust, which I don't think I would ever make that. But I ended up going down to the size 8, and it's meant to be a boxy top, which I'll have pictures here for you guys, but really happy with that. So there was a challenge on Seamwork, which I've talked about Seamwork before. It's like a sewing community online. I'll link it below and more info there as well. And I have a discount code for you guys too. But there's a challenge going on. So the challenge was you know, make your bow top and post it. There's 3 different categories to enter, or that would be picked, would be like best fabric, best hack, and then judge's choice. So the second one I made is actually this one, and I made these over 3 days. I think I made 3 bow tops in 3 days. So this one has the hack for the ruffle sleeve here, which I totally love and think is so cute. And I'm gonna be wearing this all summer. And then I also decided just to add some interest by adding a center front seam and a center back seam as well. And then I decided to cover stitch over the shoulder seams too. Yeah, overall super happy with how this one turned out. This is a quilting cotton, and it was gifted to me by a friend. It has these nice little roses on it, and again, I will be wearing it a lot. Then the third bow top I made is this one, and you may recognize this thrifted fabric either from a past thrift haul or from my Palisade shorts tutorial video, and I'm convinced now that it is some sort of linen. I don't know if it's 100% linen. If it is, it's very lightweight. It might be a linen blend because it does get quite wrinkly in the wash. Not so much when I'm wearing it though. So it is some sort of natural fiber. And I made this one exactly how the pattern says, so exactly like my muslin was. And it looks really cute with my Palisade shorts, and I have been wearing them together like to make like a little jumpsuit look, a romper look. So yeah, really happy. We'll be wearing these a ton. And then I've been working on the Ogden cami. So I think I actually started this, I don't know if I started this at the end of March or just in April, but I made a muslin and it was like way too tight. And then I took out a whole bunch at the side seams, and it was okay. I had to lengthen the straps and all that. And after all those modifications, I was using a fabric that just was, I was using a chiffon, and it just wasn't easy to work with. So I don't know why I thought that would be good for a muslin. Anyway, then I decided to reprint the pattern and go with a couple sizes up, maybe even 3 sizes up. And I made a muslin of that, and it still, it fits, but it's still kind of tight on the bust for what I'm looking for, but overall it does work nicely. I did lengthen the straps on that as well, and I did make it in a cotton, like a, I don't know if it's quite a quilting cotton, but it is a stiffer cotton. So I think if I were to use something more drapey, it would be better. And I mean, I didn't do any clipping or understitching or anything. I just was trying to get a basic feel for the fit, and I do need to lengthen the lining of this. Yeah, so I'm working on my Ogden cami. It's a pattern that I've wanted for a long time, and I just thought, oh, I can, you know, I don't need to, I can self-draft it, and I just never did. So then one day I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna buy the Ogden cami, it'll fit right out of the package, and it'll be great. And it didn't, and so that's kind of a bummer because it's such a popular pattern. It's kind of disappointing, but I think once I get it right, which I'm very close to, then it will be a go-to for me because I get real hot, and in the summer I don't want to wear clothes at all. So some nice little Ogden camis in super lightweight fabric will be great. And then other than that, I tested a pattern for Seen and Sewn patterns. They have a new pattern coming out. I don't think I can share it with you, but it's a good one. I'm happy with the initial test, so I think once the changes are made that were suggested, it's going to be a really good pattern and flattering for a lot of body types. So stay tuned for that. I'll have Seen and Sewn linked anyway because of my cozy cardi. You can follow Ariel there or find her Instagram links and stuff on there as well. And then the last thing I've been working on is a color blocking hack, and I'm not quite ready to share it like super publicly yet. But there will be a tutorial probably on YouTube, possibly on Instagram. It has drama and it has a lot of pieces and it's interesting. You wouldn't think it's as complicated as it is. And it's not really, it's just a couple things I needed to change. But there's some steps that are important to do, and I just need to finish all the seam allowance and everything, and then I will be ready to release that as like a tutorial. So what have you made this April besides masks and scrub caps? I would love to hear about it, so leave me some comments. Let me know, what have you made? I love hearing new patterns and finding new patterns, so definitely drop them below so I can check them out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I always love going back and looking at monthly makes videos, and when they come out at the beginning of every month or the end of every month, I'm just like, yeah, and I'm totally watching everybody's, and it's really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video of my makes, and I hope it inspired you to hit that subscribe button. If you made any of these patterns as well, tag me on Instagram and show me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Bye!